University Stadium in Albuquerque, New Mexico. The postseason rolls on with the Isleta New Mexico Bowl. It's the Utah Utes and the James Madison Dukes. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, the Dukes head coach told me some great information before the game. He wants to have a very smart game plan for his running back today. He understands he's got the Heisman Trophy winner on the field in a bowl game. But they've had a lot of conversations, and his running back said, I want to play. I want to be here with my teammates and put this uniform on one last time. We'll see if they're able to get off to a quick momentum, see if they're able to pull him early, but I know he wants to be on the field with his teammates in this moment. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. So James Madison's offense will go to work first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams had taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3 and outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4 and out if they don't convert. Makes the grab plenty for the first down.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Gets a hand in there.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone, and I love the vision right here by the cornerback, seeing the quarterback the whole way, breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision by that cornerback.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. He picks it up, still on his feet. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
The one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
So the Utah Utes offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. They're led by a sensational signal caller, and Jesse, one thing every elite quarterback knows is where to find the weak spot in the secondary, and there might be a few of them there.
Yeah, there's no mystery where this quarterback is going to be throwing the football and who he's going to be trying to pick on. They knew coming into this game this was going to be the matchup they want to take advantage of. Now, David, the defense and their coordinator are going to have to find creative ways to help out this cornerback and use safety coverage over the top, some zone, to try and get him as many doubles as they can. But you can't double cover all game long. This guy's going to be on an island from time to time, and you know that's when the quarterback's going to go after.
And I was about to say, dude, I'm not giving you that opportunity. I'm not putting him on an island. I'm going to use zone coverages. I'm going to try to hide him as much as I can. You see this all the time. You know you're in a deficiency. How do you mask it? How do you hide it? If he goes one-on-one on an island, that's a bad job calling defense.
Goes over a guy. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Utes with the 1st and 10. To the air, it's Dampier. Makes a catch. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. The Utes are moving quickly down the field. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Nearly intercepted.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
3rd and 6 yards to go. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. It is good! And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25. And the Dukes want to crank the tempo.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Makes the grab. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
The Dukes will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They'll move the tight end. They'll run for it. It's Parker. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Just feeds the running back. He's past the sticks. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Finds his man.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
And he picks up the 1st down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. To the air, it's Dampier. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Selling the fake. He'll throw it. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Yeah, and he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that obviously open over the middle of the field, but you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing? It makes those guys think a little bit. You see more drops over the middle of the field.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Oh, the attempt is no good. Penalty marker on the field, and the kicker's going to get another go at it, this time a little closer. Hope the... It's okay. He's in a defenseless and vulnerable position, and you have to protect him. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was fourth down, now first down. Fires to the big fella. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The holding penalty will make it 1st and 20. Handoff for Parker. All over him immediately. And the Utes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Moves the pocket. It's Dampier. Throws to the wideout. And wings it incomplete.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football. And sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long. And right there, I think he did. He'd probably want that throwback.
They're all over him. Hit as he throws. Quick step and go. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Well, the bad news on defense is you gave up a big completion. The good news, though, you showed great effort making a tackle and getting him down inside the 5-yard line. Effort does matter, and we'll see. If they can hold the offense here to 3 points, that might be the type of play defensively that may win you this game.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. There's no great spot to get a holding call. This one's especially bad. They'll back it up, but still 1st and goal. Move. Working the ground game. Going for the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Utes! That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace. QB making good, smart decisions and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Defense all over him. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. 2nd down, gonna throw it.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Rush right in his face. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Got the 1st down with the throw, and he'll get more after taking that shot. It'll be a roughing penalty. So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's 1st and 10. Escapes trouble. Dangerous throw on that one. All right, guys, let's look big picture at James Madison. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. And the Dukes come to the line in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Keep it on the ground. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Now have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. Right through the wicket. He just flat dropped it on the crosser, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And coaches sometimes can get hesitant, right? With a long field goal, 40-plus yards into the wind, sometimes you'll see them go for it or punt the football. They believe in their kicker, and how about that? Drives it through the wind, 3 points on the board.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Dampier. Finds his target down the middle. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. The Utes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Lets it fly. And the misconnection on 3rd down. And the Utes line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fields the punt. He gets a block. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Out wide left, it's Keller. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Face mask penalty cost the D 15 yards and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rid of it on the RPO. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it up to 12. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Remember, down where you start the slide, and he'll be short of the line to gain. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Dukes! The extra point here would tie the game. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. They'll start on the ground with Wayshawn Parker. Breaks the tackle. Enough to move the chains. They'll mark him out of bounds short of the 40 at the 37-yard line, but a big-time pickup on the ground. Back to throw, it's Dampier. Looking deep down the right side. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Long way to go on second down. The run inside. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And late in the football games, coaches are like, don't make the mistake. In this offense, they just did it. Tie football game, they put the ball on the deck, the defense recovers. Now they're going to have to depend on their defense to come out, get a stop, and keep them in this football game.
He's got the first down. He's stopped, and he's got enough to move the chain. The Dukes want to pick up the tempo. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, going to throw it. He makes a grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Sells to fake. Under pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
The closer you get to the end zone, the more aggressive I'm going to become. I'm going to take away the quick, easy stuff, and I'm going to blitz and bring pressure and put him on the quarterback and get him on the ground like you did right there.
Just threw that one way too far. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. Back to pass, it's Dampier. He's going for the big play. Makes the catch down the right side. It's a running route. Touchdown, Utah! With that, they grab the lead here in the second half.
This offense is high octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Dukes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Rush is on. He'll try to do it himself. On the move at the No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Defense picks it up.
And that one stings for this offense, man, because your defense just gave up points. They grabbed the momentum. You're trying to go get it back. And what do? You cough the football up, put your defense right back on the field. They got to answer the bell this time. Last time they gave up points. This time they're going to need to go bail you out and make you look good.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Hits inside. It's Parker. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
Well, sudden change situation. You got to give this defense credit. Their offense just turned it over. They held tight. They didn't allow a touchdown, and they forced their opponent to take a field goal. Nice job.
On the move from inside his 5. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Dukes will hustle to the line.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got the first down. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Dukes will snap it on 1st and 10.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
The Dukes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. Send the tight end in motion. Here comes the heat. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. And the Dukes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, pressure's coming. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. In the backfield, it's Parker. He breaks a tackle. Got room at the 35. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers now.
Finds the tight end.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
He's got enough. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Still running at the 35. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. What a ride it's been so far, and I'll vote for having a classic finish as we take a look at our game stats. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Keeps it on 1st down. Sweet cut there. Spins away from the defender. Touchdown, Utes! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, it's so nice to have an offense that can do so many different things and attack you different ways. When you run the option the normal way with a running back, the defense knows how to play it. But how about this? The receiver out wide, now a little confusion. QB takes advantage and punches it in for 6.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. James Madison's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. Fires to the wideout. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. 2nd and long here. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Look out! And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. They're all over him. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And the only time it's okay to stretch the ball out and fumble the football is on 4th down and short. It's on 4th down and goal. When you have to lay out and you have to reach that football, you could tell he was trying to maybe reach that football, coughed it up. Defense forces the fumble, gets the stop on 4th down.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. The Utes have pushed it inside the 20. Trying to run, it's Parker. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Looking for a man, it's Dampier. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Tight end now in motion. Here's a gift to Parker. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Takes off. And he's in. Pounding his way in for the score. Touchdown, Utah!
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this 4th quarter.
And the extra point is good. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Here comes the Duke's offense, and we'll see what they have schemed up. Rush right in his face. Finds a man in the middle. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Fresh center downs going to the air. He's got his man across the middle. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
The Dukes are in the hurry-up.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these 1st downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Wants to throw again. Under pressure. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Pushes toward the goal line. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, James Madison. Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. Around 4 minutes to play in this postseason battle. Keeps it looking for the edge. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the 1st down. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
Fires to the tight end. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. I'll try to get things off on time after the delay of game. Now it's 2nd and 12. Handoff for Parker. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Back to pass, it's Dampier. Keeping his eyes downfield. Quick spin on the run. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. And the Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Finds his man on the RPO. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Here comes the offense on first down. Here's a gift to Parker. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Wants to go up top on second down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, there was something the quarterback liked in the pre-snap there, thinking his primary target was going to have a favorable matchup, but the defense did a nice job disguising that look. They got more bodies over to him and forced the incompletion.
Another incompletion on third down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he got it! And they'll push that lead out a little further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll pull it down. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They'll go to the air on second and short. Throws to the wideout. That pass is incomplete.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. And a really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Third and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Finds a man on the left. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Looking left. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And it comes up empty there, but that's exactly what this offense needs to keep doing, man. Keep throwing the football. Like, don't quit. Don't give up. I know you're down a couple of possessions, but you...
And he's got it, a late touchdown, probably window dressing, but still a sliver, albeit very slight.
It's not over yet. There's still a little bit of time on the clock. Obviously, that score gives you a chance, but man, oh man, do you need some miracles to happen some way to get this football back and do some damage with it.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.